Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
Baby, they say when there's a will, there's a way. It looks like your girl Broken Prometheus has finally fessed up to hitting Naturi Naughton in the face with a two-piece from KFC all those years ago. And Erica Mena and her on-again, off-again toxic relationship to Safaree Samuels may officially be done for good this time after he's been accused of cheating yet again. Child, but before we get into all of that, be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of this tea. Now let's get back into it. So former 3LW member Kiely Williams has always been controversial, and it doesn't seem like she's ready to let go of any of her petty promises anytime soon. She recently took to Twitter to shade her ex-bandmate Naturi Naughton. Now before we get into that, I want to tell you where all of these shenanigans first got started. Would you believe me if I said Bill Cosby had something to do with it? No, really, like Bill Cosby had something to do with it. So we all know Bill Cosby was released after serving 3 years for his conviction, which was recently overturned. Not going to go into details about that because y'all should already know the story, and this story isn't about that. But his former co-star, Miss Phylicia Rashad, came to his defense by taking to Twitter and saying, finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. Now, child, that cancel culture came quick, and they was ready to be off with her head. They demanded she be fired as Dean of Fine Arts from Howard University. It was all just a mess. Now, former 3LW member Naturi Naughton came to Phylicia Rashad's defense, and she said this: why are black people so quick to hashtag cancel each other? We are allowed to have different opinions, and it doesn't make you anti anything. At Phylicia Rashad, I stand with you. Hashtag the Cosby Show changed lives. So I'm going down at Chris Table Talk took to Twitter and said, Kiely, come look at this. Kiely responds by saying, oh my effing goodness, somebody bring me a two-piece. She talking crazy again. Now, if you don't know the story about the two-piece, let me remind you.
Which I'm sure many of my fans that remember, because I was on 106 in Park talking about, people started talking about, oh, there was a two-piece chicken. She threw chicken in her face. It wasn't just about the chicken, but that did really happen. For the record, a lot of people ask me, did y'all really have a fight at KFC? Yes, we did. There was a driver sitting in our Suburban, the manager, who was also one of the girls' mother, sitting in the front. Kiely and Adrian are sitting in the middle aisle, and I was in the back by myself. I said, I'm not the one who's trying to kick me out the group. Don't be mad that Wendy Williams or that the news is out, because it's true. And there were some names called, some profanities thrown. She turned around, Kiely, and threw the plate of food, mashed potatoes, chicken, whatever else was in there, in my face. And I got out the car and I was just like, I'm going home. I was not given a gift to sing to deal with this.
Naturi took to Twitter and said, finally, she tells the truth? Haha, worrying about me? You done told on yourself. Hashtag grab me a biscuit while you're at it, boo. Hashtag lying for years. So it does to me look like we do have a confession from Miss Kiely that she did in fact throw the plate of chicken on Miss Naturi Naughton before her exit from the group. Now, Kiely took to her Twitter and she said the following: I'm always going to take the high road, and by high road, I mean find a way to make myself laugh no matter the circumstance. Also watch BET Presents The Encore, which is a good show as a matter of fact. But then she says, how you mad when I make the same joke y'all been making about me for years? I didn't make it a joke, you did. Learn to laugh at yourself, people. I promise. It makes life better. Also, complicity in rape culture is unacceptable and needs to be called out. Hashtag Bill Cosby is a... Kiely can backtrack if she wants, but I do definitely take this as a confession. She did definitely throw this chicken on Miss Naturi Naughton, and Naturi felt like not only was she mistreated because she wasn't a favorite in the group amongst the managers and everything else, but she also felt like she was mistreated because of her complexion. So Kiely kind of going off on this and laughing about it, I don't appreciate it. That's just me. I don't appreciate it. Now let's move on to Erica Mena. Now her and her soon-to-be ex-husband Safaree Samuels recently had a baby a few weeks early, and he's currently in the NICU. Now while most parents would be there by their infant's side, Safaree has been out clubbing, and according to Erica, he was clubbing with an ex-Love and Hip Hop cast member, Kiely Garcia, who actually used to date one of Safaree's friends who was also on Love and Hip Hop, Mr. Joe Budden himself. So Erica Mena took to her Instagram and said, "So at Kiely Garcia, you've been effing my husband all weekend in Miami. We have a son who was just born and still isn't home yet. Did he tell you that when he was telling you to lay low tonight?" She goes on to say, "Kiely Garcia, real talk, I've been in your shoes of dealing with a man who lived a double life and had no clue he was married. But you know Safaree is married. Who don't know that? Not to mention, he's real good friends with Joe Budden, your ex. Safaree just had a baby who he hasn't seen in 4 days that's in the NICU. That's also no secret. I'm blasting both of you since he told you to lay low tonight. Clearly you both know I found out y'all been effing all weekend. My son's not even a week old yet, and he's loving you down. I hope this is something you proud of, shorty. This man lost his whole family officially. I wish you both the best." Kiely says, "For years, I've been to myself, no blogs, no drama. I am a woman who is about accountability and morals. The fact that I have been called out for absolutely nothing to me is insane. Me and Safaree are friends and nothing more. Thanks. Everyone stay blessed, and let's continue to spread love and light." Then she says, "It's the assumptions for me." Now, Lil Duval steps into the beef that has absolutely nothing to do with him, and he says women refuse to believe they are wired to their emotions more than their mind. Shit, we all are. Y'all just fight it more. Then he says you shouldn't care what somebody do if you really don't care about them. Next, he says, how you go from I'm filing for divorce to why you trying to F a married man? Crazy tail self. Then Erica says, you always in some women's business. Shut up, little man. Then Lil Duval responds and says, calm down, queen. Yo, postpartum acting up. Now, all my mamas know that postpartum is something you do not play with. It'll have you ready to take everybody's head off. So joking about that is just taking it too far, especially considering that's something he hasn't gone through himself. He doesn't understand it, right? Now, that's not all that happened. Erica Mena has a best friend that goes by the name of Rose Milan, and she went to a spot talking to Kiely Garcia about what was going on with Safaree. Now, they had a pretty decent conversation, nothing disrespectful, when allegedly Bobby Lights, who was also on Love and Hip Hop, but on the Miami edition, told Kiely Garcia that she ain't got to explain ish, and the rest was history. Child, a fight ended up breaking out. Bobby so-called got beat up. It was just crazy. Take a look at this.
One thing about me, don't think you could run up on me, bitch. I got soldiers in hands. My hands. Don't ever think you could run up on me or send somebody for me. Ever. Cause I'ma do what I gotta do. And that's really on period, cause I don't really try to be like aesthetic, very like nonchalant with things. But the moment you try to come for me, I hope someone can save you.
Kaylin, you wanna talk about you got soldiers? You wanna talk about how your soldiers just got popped on and beat up by myself? You wanna talk about how your soldiers just got tossed up? You wanna talk about how your soldiers and how you ran behind the car? That's what you wanna talk about? Let's talk about it. Hi sis, I'm out here.
All the while, Safaree is still not in the NICU with his baby doing what he should be doing as a father and a husband to Erica Mena. After a while, women, you have to say enough is enough. Stop getting mad at these women that you didn't take a vow with, but instead get mad at these men that you took a vow with and say enough is enough. I gotta let you go, bro. And that's it. You over here beefing with these women online, and for what? Girl, bye. Leave Safaree alone. Get your check, get whatever you gotta get, and move on with your life. This relationship, it's toxic. toxic and it's time to let it go. What I need to know is, what do you guys think about everything going with the 3LW crew? Kiely sticking her nose in business that doesn't concern her, and kind of Naturi sticking her nose in business that doesn't concern her as well. And this Safaree and Erica Mena drama. Y'all leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.